In parts of the world, catastrophic impacts from climate change aren't a warning for the future, they're happening right now.
We're beyond urgency. It's beyond all of the big words that you can use: code red, emergency.
For islanders, it is very, very real.
Nestled in the Pacific, northeast of Australia, parts of the Marshall Islands could be submerged in just 14 years.
We really need to see that countries stand in solidarity with those of us on the front lines of this crisis.
These warnings aren't new. The Maldives held an underwater cabinet meeting in 2009 just to drive the point home. That same year, the world's wealthier countries pledged to raise $100 billion a year aimed at low and middle income nations and set to start paying out in 2020. But now the admission that goal won't be met.
There certainly was disappointment. There probably still is some disappointment.
And ahead of next week's COP26 climate conference, host country, the United Kingdom, has asked Canada and Germany to make sure developed countries can reach the target by 2023.
We have much greater confidence that the goal that was agreed upon will in fact be achieved.
Environmental groups have less faith.
India announced its Climate Action Plan, or NDCs as we call it. The figure that it quoted in its plan was $2.5 trillion are required by 2030. And that required for the range of climate action from mitigation, adaptation to dealing with loss and damage.
That contrast between the asks and the pledges could be on full display in a week, as wealthy countries are expected to discuss realistic ways to meet their commitments at COP26. Rafi Boudjikanian, CBC News, Ottawa.